them come. This is their fate.
Let's talk about Netflix. Netflix is it has to do what it said it never will do. It's got to add those ads. $7 to $9 per month. Let me ask. I know I pay for Netflix. Do y'all pay for Netflix, or do y'all have it? It's a
Uh,
difference.
yeah. Well, I think we might pay for. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jalen? Do you have it, or do you pay for it?
I just got it.
He just got it.
Well, no, not I just I only have it. I don't. Yeah.
Okay. So no payment coming out your pocket. Got it. All right. Well, my question is, does cost difference actually make make you want to switch? Like, I hate ads, and I always will pay a premium to not get ads. I pay a premium on YouTube to not get ads, and that's like the best decision I ever made in my life. Like, I hate ads with a passion. Like, I just don't want to see them. So I will always continue to go towards the non-ad based subscriptions, HBO Max, everything, regardless. Disney Plus. I'm not going with the ads. But for people that don't care and they do pay for it, um, Josh, with this, do you care about ads? Like, do you care? Do you watch? Because you're not TV man. So, do you even care that that'd be my first question. Do you care that they have an ad supported subscription, and would that be a switch for you?
Uh, yeah, I do care for ads in something that I'm paying for.
Hmm.
And I guess it depends. Like YouTube is free, and you can pay to remove the ads. Twitch is free, and you can pay to remove the ads. Netflix is not free, and they're asking for more money to remove the ads. And that's like for me where I would draw the line because like
Mm,
YouTube, I'm okay with like because we have YouTube whatever
premium.
with premium, so it can be ad free. But you can share that with your family, so you benefit off that. But
Yeah.
Netflix, the whole thing is that they're trying to capitalize on people sharing and get nickel and dime you, so they can put the ads in. And like personally, I don't watch Netflix that much to care for it. I mean, to feel like I need to pay more to remove the ads. I would just rather cancel my subscription and like borrow it from somebody. So I don't really see it this as like a good move. I think if it's a tier option, like free Netflix, but with ads and stuff like that, but they're kind of screwing over their existing customers, and that's not okay with me. So yeah, I wouldn't pay for it.
So do you
And with
think,
all the alternatives, I would just watch HBO or Disney and stuff like that.
Jalen, where are you currently with your Netflix watching? Do you watch much Netflix?
I don't watch Netflix that much. So yeah, I don't watch it too much.
Okay. Um. So we really ain't got no stake in them doing this. I mean, I watch it, but I would rather, uh, because it's not like, I guess what I was trying to get at was that all of us have like a different experience with Netflix. I have the experience of I want the ads. Josh, I'm glad you kind of stated that's like your stance is that you shouldn't pay for something that you got to pay for it, then pay to remove something from it because you feel like it's a premium, and really in reality I was thinking of it from a standpoint of they're trying to provide a tier for their customers, which they already have tiers. They have like the HD Ultra, and then they have like the standard HD, and then now they're going to have this one where they can like be able to get it even cheaper. Um, from a business standpoint, it makes a ton of sense to do because obviously Disney Plus has theirs coming around the corner. HBO Max has already launched theirs. Hulu has been in the game for forever and they've been sticking with their ads for the longest. And you can pay for the premium one where you don't get ads. And I think Hulu was the very first one to do it a long time ago. Netflix has just built their brand around no ads, no waiting for content, no weekly episodes. And I feel like slowly but surely they have started to realize that they can't sustain it. And they have to move back to reality. And if they want to continue to grow their business in a way where it's profitable and like really people are buying into their ecosystem per se, because they want people to be there with games. They want people to be there for everything. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot to be said around giving people the opportunity to really update everything. It's like a lot. Or try not update everything, but to give people the opportunity to kind of choose where they want to go. I just don't know if it's going to backfire on them because they have chosen to change course. Like they literally have changed course multiple times now. Like there's literally weekly episodes on their system now where they allow weekly things to happen. Like they will put out content on a week to week basis. Yet granted they're lesser than shows, they're not their bigger shows, but they never said that they were going to do that ever. And that's what it kind of turned into. Same thing when it came to the ad. They never want to ad support it. But there's just a lot of flip flopping now at this point. And it was all triggered because they lost so many subscribers, but obviously they're going to lose subscribers when what's the first thing to go? When you're thinking about like money wise in your household, like you ain't going to turn off your electricity to keep watching Netflix on your phone. Like, you need your electricity. So Netflix is going to go. Like there's a freaking pandemic. There's people losing jobs. There's people that can't afford these luxuries per se. Why would you not think that like, even if you did a $7 one, it's not as if this is the model, that's going to bring people back in. Like, oh, I can't afford 15, but I can definitely afford 7. No, that's not what it is. It's like cutting out the additionals, regardless of what they think. But I feel like they're now in a space where they feel like they have to compete with Disney and all the other ones, because if they have like the ad supported versions, everybody else has it, they have to like conform. No, I just think you have to be very smart about your increases. You have to be very smart about the content you provide, and you have to cut costs where it's important, not try to get people back in that left because the price was too high and they couldn't afford it at that time. I think leaving it in the stake of premium versus non-premium, like HD versus Ultra HD, and allowing a certain amount of accounts to get on, it really expanding your reach. But the whole crackdown on people sharing accounts, the whole let's try to get cheaper people in here, it's just giving off we're trying to correct in real time, where just none of this stuff was thought out. Like no one ever thought about the world, the economy going in a down. Like, you're a worldwide company. You never thought about like the economy turning over or becoming like I guess digressing. Like they never thought of that. I feel like that's what they never thought of. And now they're trying to do all this other stuff let me catch the people let's catch the people that's sharing passwords and not logging in at the same spot. What's your home address? We need to make sure you're not in this spot or whatever. It's very weird. But
yeah, and it's not good customer service, because like, I mean, obviously Netflix is like a lot of people is like, this is TV. This is the main way to watch TV. So a lot of people are not going to give it up. But raising prices and then like trying to crack down on how people use it is never a good look. And that's part of, it's not the main reason, but it's part of the reason why you lose subscribers. And this move is not going to get people back. Hopefully it fills up their bottom line, but it also could just be like a cause for more drops, because like who knows, a lot of people might not want to pay more money to Netflix to remove the ads, so just cancel it, you know.
Yeah. That it's very simple. Like if people can afford it, if people are not going to buy it. There's nothing else to it. There's nothing like no strategy behind it. There's nothing else. Like you're going to recover. I just feel like they're course correcting for something that they should have been already. They should have already been making adjustments for. Like they cancel plenty of shows. They understand where the budgets lie, where they have to cut things like actual entertainment. Like they're literally spending a lot of money to continue to bring content in, maybe refocusing that content on stuff that's good and not just throwing anything and everything against the wall that could possibly cause your bottom line to be better. There's things that you can do to cut, costs. There's not this Hail Mary situation that you're in, really. But you gotta keep impressing them shareholders. You gotta keep that stock up. So this is what kind of comes from that. Like your morals and your mission kind of changes. So I'm all for people adapting. I'm all for people, companies being able to grow and like understand that their time and their space. But, Netflix built themselves off that messaging, and for that messaging to change now, is it good business sense? Yes, because at the end of the day, Hulu ain't got no issues. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been around for a very long time and they always had ad supported and non-ad supported content. And it's let them thrive, and they don't have as much content as Netflix, and they still are thriving, but obviously their share is very small. And they kind of stuck with their guns, and they still created and built a network of actual content that people want to watch, and allowed them to stay in the games in some way, shape, or form. Nice break, good partnerships. Netflix does the same thing. I just feel like they're a little bit more greedy in regards to how much they should be earning, how much they should be doing. And truly, I think they're extremely terrified of Disney. But, we'll see. I just think they already knew that was happening. That's why they started ramping up their original content. And I think their original content, as long as they continue to produce in a way that they have, I don't think it should be an issue. But you can tell. You can tell that their content and their quality has diminished. So they cutting cost. So it's not like they're not. But, whatever. That's all I got on Netflix. I just feel like it's pretty telling that they're in this panic type mode when they don't really have to be.